Hello everyone, this is Captain Raven and welcome back to the third video in the Street Fighter series where we're trying to play through all of the characters in the arcade mode. And before we start, I had a very useful piece of feedback on my very first video where someone said that my voice volume was way too loud for them, way too low for them to enjoy the video. And that person's absolutely right. And also I noticed that the audio quality of my voice was really not up to snuff either. So I think the problem that caused, or the thing that caused both of these problems was that I had my microphone way too far away from my mouth. So I put it nearer to my mouth now, and in my opinion it should be better now. I also turned down the game volume by quite a lot, so really hope that the sound levels are much better now and much more enjoyable now. Regarding the further playthrough, I'm not quite sure in what kind of order I want to play through it. So I thought about playing Yuri now, but then we're going all over the place. So I thought we did Decapre in the second video, we did Ryu in the first video. Why not do Ken now in the third video and basically go down this row here. But that being said, I'm just starting with Ken in a second. That being said, if any of you have a specific character you want to see next, just tell me in the comments and I can do that, no problem. I have no preferences regarding the characters anyway, so...
Everything's going great. What about you? How'd the test go? Great. Listen, take it easy, okay? When you go down steps, make sure you... What? Oh... I read in a baby book. Okay. I'll back off. I love you too, Eliza. I'll call you again later. Just think. Me, a dad. It feels like I'm dreaming. I guess it'll all feel pretty real once he's born, though. You and I used to just be plain old fighters, didn't we, Ryu? Got married, and now I'm on the road to fatherhood. I wish I could say I felt the same now as I did when we trained together. But things will definitely change from here on out. I'm feeling pretty strange here, Ryu. Change is good, but it can be scary too. I wonder what advice you'd have for me. Guess I'll just ask you in person.
Alright, that was the introduction video for Ken. And please excuse the awful drilling noises you will probably have heard in the background. There are guys doing some drilling stuff since the early morning and they woke me up with it, and I have no idea what they're doing, but they just won't stop, and it's an awful sound. I'm really happy that I'm wearing my noise cancelling headphones while I'm recording videos because... yeah, anyway, let's get started. Blanka, one of the, well, I have the feeling that I'm saying all of these characters are iconic. I mean, most of the iconic characters in so to speak, are the ones that were in Street Fighter 2, and Blanka was definitely one of the fighters in Street Fighter 2. And I guess the funny thing about... okay. Okay. I guess the funny thing about the Street Fighter character roster is that you have mostly, I would say, normal people that, I mean, they can shoot kind of fireballs and get flaming feet and stuff like that. But they are normal people, normal humans. But then every once in a while you have these characters that really stand out, like Blanka, who is some kind of mutant and is green and can, I don't know, summon electric charges while rolling over the floor and stuff like that. So that really makes these characters interesting. You have a interesting, well, roster of characters where you have normal humans and demons and mutants and all of that stuff. Really cool. Also, we're just plowing through these first fights, but that's okay. Don't really have the opportunity to waste a lot of time if you really want to play through all of the characters, so... I still have to say that I'm not really sure about the purpose of these videos and how many of you will enjoy these, because I feel there's really not much to talk about while fighting against or while playing the game, because on the one hand it's really hard to concentrate and still talk. There are games where that is much easier. Oh god. And also I cannot really commentate on what is happening on screen, because you're seeing what's happening on screen and there's not much to commentate at all. So yeah, but I still hope some of you enjoy these videos. What I can tell you is that we fought against Hugo in the first or second video already. I since then read that Hugo is one of the few German characters in the Street Fighter series. I have no idea what kind of German the creators of this game have met, but I would have never guessed that Hugo is supposed to be a German. I mean, the name could very well be German, that's true, but people over here don't look like that, not at all, and I'm kind of glad that they don't. Oh, we're fighting against Dan. He's one of the not quite sure if you could really tell him a joke or call him a joke character, but I guess so. He has the same moveset as Ryu and Ken, basically, but he usually does less damage, and especially his combos are not dealing that much damage. So Dan is a character that you would play if you either don't really care or otherwise are so good that you kind of want to handicap yourself without using the actual handicap feature in the game, but just by playing a weak character. Okay. So that went well. It's I have to say I trained a little bit, not really a lot, but I trained a little bit after the second video, because I thought I have to be able to play a bit better. But that still depends entirely on the character that I know, and Ken is one of these characters that I know basically as good as I do Ryu. So that makes it easier, but as soon as we're getting to Vega or other characters, yeah, that's going to be hard. Oh god, the red cyclone. I forgot which special move I chose for Ken, but apparently that one. Nice. Good stuff. So I'm desperately trying to think of topics that I could talk about. I mean, I could do kind of I wonder live update or something like that during these videos. Or not really live update, but what's happening with me and my videos. So it's really strange. I've noticed that I go through phases. There are phases in which I could do a video almost every day, or that I have so much to talk about that and I don't. I mean, phases in which I don't really seem to have a valve to let all of my how do you call it? I don't really have from time to time people that I could talk to regarding video games a lot, and those tend to be the times where I have much more energy and much more motivation to do a video on some kind of video game, or if I really enjoy a video game and want to talk about it, but I don't really have the chance to talk to somebody about it. But at the moment I found a couple of people that I can talk to about video games, and which are at least seem genuinely interested in what I have to say about video games. So I should shut up while this video plays.
This could be interesting.
Also, I didn't think that Ken's rival is what's his name? Rufus. But anyway, let's do this. So yeah, at the moment, it sounds much worse than it actually is. When I say my motivation to make videos is rather low at the moment. But that's one of the reasons why I most probably could never do YouTube videos for a living. Because I have so much respect for people who make that. I said that in other videos as well. Where you have to do videos, and I guess you... Okay, but I blocked all of that. I guess you kind of find a way, if you do this for a living, to keep up your motivation. But that being said, there are a couple of games about which I would like to make videos, but I don't know. I just at the moment I'm putting that energy that I usually have to put in videos. I'm putting it into other things, meeting people at the moment, and just enjoying life, which is nice as well. But I'm pretty sure that there will be a time where again more videos will come out, and there will be more energetic videos.
All of it. Don't hold back. The battle has begun. Fight!
I also really want to try and get back into, or I say get back into, experiment with streaming games, but that tends to be very bothersome to actually start the streaming process. So my internet connection at the moment is way better than anything needed to stream. There should be absolutely no problem regarding the internet speed. But for some reason I still run into problems streaming games, like dropping frames like crazy and all kind of stuff. And there's okay, that's not really good. I have to concentrate to win this fight now. Holy moly, really have to concentrate. Okay, that might be it. That might be it. Yes, okay, that one was close because I was talking too much and not concentrating. But I did it! Great! So let's finish this thought before we continue the game. What was I talking about? About streaming, yes. No, we're watching the video first and then I'll talk about streaming. Enjoy.
He's so small. Congratulations, Mom. We were waiting for you, kiddo. Welcome to the Masters family.
Oh, that was nice. Okay, cool. Yeah, let's finish up with thought and then call it a day. What was that? Streaming. It's hard to find out why your streams don't work if they don't work. And I've read a lot of tutorials on this, and the good tutorials basically all tell you the same, that sometimes streaming just is a mess and no one really knows why. Sometimes it would help to just restart the program, which doesn't really make much sense, but still it helps. You can choose a different server at Twitch TV which you're streaming to, so that might help. The thing that I'm not sure about, I would say my processor and my PC in general should be good enough for streaming, but it might really be that my processor, that my CPU is not up to snuff. And at the moment I'm gathering a bit of money, and I hope to basically upgrade my complete PC setup at the end of the year or early next year, so we'll see about that. but I still want to try that out. Not on a regular basis, but streaming is kind of fun, because the one time I did it for more than a couple of minutes was when I played Unreal Tournament, the very first one, and I actually got 3 or 4 people, random people from the internet, come into my chat and tell me that they enjoyed the stream and that they enjoyed certain maps, and that they would like to see certain maps, which I then played, and that was really a cool interaction, so I really want to try to get back into that. But anyways, that was the Ken playthrough, the 3rd one in this series. And again, if you wanna comment on the audio quality or something like that, I really hope that this is much better to, or much more enjoyable to watch than the first 2 videos were. So yeah, leave me a comment, tell me what you think, and see you again next time. Bye!